Uh, Afternoon, everybody. Give me a second while I get everything squared away here. Oh. Sleeping on the ground sucks sometimes. All right. So, I'm back. All right, guys. So, this is our day 2. Came out here yesterday, cleared out a lot of stuff. Chew Dob, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? And got visited by coyotes last night. I don't care how many years you spend outdoors when you got a whole bunch of these things running around, yapping and hooping and hollering around you all night long. It really is. Chastain, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? One American, how are you doing? So I am filming and everything, taking photos for the new website, getting all that stuff, getting all the shelter builds. That's what I'm doing today. I'm going through in-depth videos on on the shelter builds that you're going to be learning in the basic and what you're going to be required to do. Deputy Van Halen, awesome name. How are you doing? I am good. I got my coffee anyway. Thomas from Austria, how are you doing, my friend? Very good to see you. I appreciate you showing up, man. I know you got a lot of stuff going on over there overseas, brother. Definitely good to see you. But I got my coffee. That's the main thing. So I went to go get water this morning. Took the camera because I was going to show the waterways and stuff like that. And come across a big old pile of scat. Whatever it was, it's got a messed up stomach like I do. And so I couldn't tell what it was. There's a lot of seeds and stuff in it from some of the local plants. No fur or anything like that. But there was no tracks or anything. It was just like the animal had upset stomach. I'm thinking raccoon, maybe, because of all the seeds. Could be coyote, but there was no fur. We got foxes out here too. But yeah, I was in the path I usually take to go get water, and there it was. I was just there yesterday. But yeah, we had a lot of coyotes and stuff running around. Love the cup. Yeah, this is my nesting cup for my canteen. Like I said, guys, part of the reason I'm out here is to film for photos and stuff for the new website we're going to be doing just for the channel and for the courses. There will be a list of materials that you have to have, and one of the things, you got to have 2 canteens. This is a 1.2 quart canteen, stainless steel. If you don't want to use the canteen style and decide to get the bottles, they also have bottles that these nesting cups slide up on. I'm not going to slide it up on there because my coffee's in here. Just slide in. They got bottles. You can do that too, but it's got to be at least a quart each. All right, just so you have 2 quarts of water on you at all times out here. Because in Florida, you get hot. All right, you start sweating. Now, it's been cooler here, which has been awesome because I got to sleep in my sleeping bag without sweating bullets, which was just amazing. Usually I'm out here middle of summer. You talk about rough. Yeah, Florida's hot. It really is. Foggy Mountain Man, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you. Tennessee Tactical, are you in day 2? Today is the second day. Tennessee Tactical, still filming everything. So that's part of the reason I'm out here is to get all the shelter builds filmed and how-to on it, so that if anybody is interested in the course, you can watch the videos and have a leg up before you come out here. But the basic course is basic. It's not, I'm not throwing anything at you to trip you up. When you come to basic course, I'm going to demonstrate exactly what you need to do, and then you'll do it. But I'll be here to help walk you through. I'm not setting you up for failure. That's not the point of the course. The course isn't for me to go back and go, yeah, they tried my course and they failed. That's not the course. The course is so that I can teach you some basic survival skills. That's what the course is. And then we'll have an advanced course. Also, right fast, I've got my Coleman Peak. I always carry this, at least I'm doing a survival challenge video. I carry these in my backpack because they're lightweight. Now, they got a double-sized tank and stuff. I like the small ones. It just fits better in my backpack. You are allowed to bring that to the course if you want to. You're not required to, though. All right. The reason I say you can bring this is because, like, if you come in the wintertime, January and stuff, it gets cold, and I'm sure that you would like to, if you drink coffee, you're sitting in your shelter, hey, you can make yourself some coffee. We'll have a fire going at night, but if you want to make your own coffee, whatever, if you want to make your own food, more power to you. We will be providing food in the ways of either Legacy or Mountain House, but you'll be able to bring snacks and stuff like that. I do not know exactly what the size is on this Shastina. It's big. It's big. But it fits on the 1.2 quart, about up to there. So I'm not really sure. I've never actually measured it out to see how much water that actually holds. Maybe a buzzard. Deputy Van Halen, you know what? It could have been a very large bird. We do have buzzards and stuff. You got a very good point, especially since there were so many berry seeds in the scat. I could not find any tracks. It could have been a very large bird that had done that. We got turkey out here. I've heard the turkey out here. I've not come across it. Also on this chain that I'm at, I was on the south end. I heard turkeys tearing off out there. So we got some, we got turkey and stuff out here too. I've never seen it, but I've heard them. So it is possible, very possible. So important to know these skills. Yes, and that's what the basic is. I'm going to teach you exactly what type of shelters to build, how to stay warm, how to stay cool, because trust me, you need shade out here in Florida. You do, especially in the summertime. How to filter out your water prior to boiling, getting it drinkable. We're going to go over that. Actually, boil water, because believe it or not, some people don't know how to. So part of survival is you got to know exactly how to boil your water so you can drink it. Fire making, we have multiple ways of making fire. Sure, I carry Bic lighters, no duct tape, and I even have mini Bics and everything else. But I've lost Bic lighters. I broke Bic lighters. Like right now, I'm sitting on the ground. There's a root over here, and a stop, and I had this in my back pocket. Luckily, the duct tape was on it because I felt myself sit down on it. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't break my lighter. I've done that before. But we're gonna teach other ways: the ferrocerium rod, magnesium fire starter, using a magnifying lens. These are basics. All right. I'm gonna bring these storm matches to show those. I love carrying storm matches. Those stormproof matches, freaking amazing stuff. But we're gonna go over how to actually get your fire built correctly. You will be using these fire methods in the basic, and you actually have to produce fire. So that will be, I'll demonstrate it, and I'll show you how to make the bird's nest and everything else, because these are skills you need to know for sure. Bear poop, Arkansas? I don't think so, brother. If it was a bear, it would have been a small one. I took some pictures of it. I'm a hockeyologist. I'm pretty sure that's a technical term. I don't know. I don't think it was, though. There was no prints, and there was a lot of sand around. The bird seems a better option because there was no animal tracks in and out of the area. It was all berries, and it wasn't a large amount. It was enough to make me notice it and catch my attention. But this is black bear country. We do have black bears here. I have never seen black bear here where I camp at, but they don't stay in one spot either. I don't have a tracker on these things. They have had sightings of black bear in this area and the surrounding areas. We've got bobcats, coyotes, foxes, armadillos, raccoons, possums. We got some gators too, but that wasn't a gator. Serious me, guys. I have one canteen. All right. Yeah, the one canteen. Nice to have. I usually it's in my backpack, is a 2-quart plastic canteen because it's collapsible. Besides my metal canteen, I've got another one because if I'm asking you to do this, it means I have to do it too. I can't just. I'm not the type of person that says, "All right, guys, you got to do it this way," but I'm obsolete. It's like when I'm out here, I'm in the same shelter you are while we're sleeping. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm not in your shelter sleeping. I'm sleeping in the same type of shelter Just go and clarify that one. Yeah, no. Um, yeah, sometimes I just say things backwards sometimes. Oh man. So I'm having to do exactly what you do. That way it's not BS. And my cigarette went out. Yankee Watchdog, good to see you. The Milkmaid, how are you doing? Arkansas, I have some of the stainless canteen sets like that. I like them, but don't over tight lids. They will crack. Yes, you are correct. On the lids, these lids are made out of plastic. He is correct on that. Like this one here has that gasket all the way around. It doesn't take much to seal. When you put it on, that's all you got to do. And just test it. If it leaks. I've seen people crank these down. Over time, the plastic degrades. All plastic does. But I've seen people crank these down and then they having to get pliers to get them back off. So don't ever do that. If you notice here, there's an eyelet. Well, there used to be a chain on this thing. I take those off. The reason why I take those off, all right, the chain is designed so that if you take your lid off, you don't ever lose your lid, which is awesome. But when I have you make char cloth in your canteen, one other reason why you got two, when I have you do that, you got to be able to get this plastic lid off before you put that in the fire, or you're going to have a melted top on your canteen. So there's a reason for everything. It's not just, hydration. Like I said, I also have one of those 2-quart military square canteens. I just keep that as backup all the time. Anarchy Television, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you. All right, scrolling through here, guys. We've already hit 30 here in Ohio. It's about 55 degrees now, raining every day. Oh, that's some rough weather. So the temperature did drop. I'm looking at last forecast I saw was mid-50s at night, which isn't bad. It's nice and cool. During daytime, yesterday it was. I actually had to wear my thermals because it was just so windy. It was a windy day and it was just cold. I know it doesn't sound cold. When you got a temperature of 90 degrees every day and then all of a sudden it drops down to 60, it takes a while for your body to acclimate to the temperature. So yeah, you'll start shivering and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, I've lived in the cold. I live in North Carolina, North Dakota, Wyoming. I've been out there in the snow, parts of Oregon. It doesn't take much to make your body go from, normal conditions to, oh shit, it's cold now. So yeah, it does happen. It gets cold really quick. When I was in Ohio, taking Mr. Dave Cannon course up there, and by the way, I took down that last live stream because when I went to go listen to the audio quality, it was really bad, really bad. Those jets flying by and stuff, it was just horrible. So I took that video down. That's why we're doing a live stream today. When I went up there, I think the temperature was like 53 at night, or maybe 55, but it was cold. The ground was moist. There's a big difference there, guys. I mean, even though you might not think it's cold, the ground temp. What's the ground temp? I mean, like we had all this rain and stuff. The ground is saturated out here. It's cold. So part of the course, I'll have a complete list when we get it all made together. You got to have ground cover. All right, for my ground cover, I'm using my poncho, which I do want you to have on the course because rain down here in Florida happens at drop of moment. It doesn't even call for rain, and then boom, it's pouring on you. So a poncho, not the little see-through emergency ponchos you get for like $1 or 25 cents at the store. Not those, because I'm gonna show you how to build shelters out of these too, because I've had to do it. And I've actually shown videos on that, having to use an emergency shelter. Also how to make a rain catch. I've shown that with a poncho. Right fast back here, I've got a survival blanket. This is the heavy duty tarp ones they've got. This particular brand I'm checking out because usually I use UTS, I think it is. Walmart carries them. My buddy Ryan, Prescott Caliber Club, he carries them. But this is the one I'm using right now. Okay, it's the Arcturus Outdoor Gear. It's about 21 bucks. Emergency survival blanket, all purpose. I do like these because the windproof reflects heat, and it does reflect heat. Waterproof. So the majority of our shelter builds are going to be made from these. Basic lean-to, A-frame. We're going to be doing a plow point with it. So I can show you different styles to do. And we're going to be filming those today. So don't worry if you don't know how to make any of them. Real simple to do. I do like this tarp because the grommets on them are reinforced. Let's see if I can... Give me a second, guys. Let me see if I can get this up here. Grommets are reinforced. As you can see, I've got a secondary tarp right here. The wind was so bad, and I got hit by rain last night, so I had to get my other tarp out instead of tearing the shelter down because I was just using a lean-to. I just threw me up another line and shot me another one off that I could shoot off on this side with just a layover on the top real quick. It took me 5 minutes to do, and now it's nice and dry. So always keep an extra tarp. All right, scrolling through here, guys. Hello from New Jersey. Robin, good to see you from New Jersey. And by the way, happy Halloween. Is it tomorrow? To those. Anybody that celebrates it, awesome. I really don't celebrate anything. To be honest. I just not a holiday person. I'm just not. It's not on my ball humbug. It's just another day to me. I try to make sure I'm around family and stuff like that during the holidays, but you know. One American wind is picking up in Central Florida. Yeah, it was just real bad wind yesterday when I got out here. But awesome thing is though, I got a lot done yesterday. A lot done. This was my primary base camp, basically, that I wanted to get set up. And tomorrow, I'm breaking down this camp, heading to the secondary camp. Because when you go to the class, our first day is here. I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to make sure you know what needs to be done. We'll have our camp out here. And then the next day, we're breaking down camp and we're moving to the new location. During that time, there's more hiking. It's like the secondary camp is right at a mile away. So you already had to walk almost 2 miles to come in the first day. I know it sucks, but I want to put you into the woods, not Central Park, which is probably harder to survive, actually. But we're going to go to secondary camp. Secondary camp, you are expected to build a shelter, expected to get fire ready, expected to filter out water. You're expected to do everything that was taught the first day. So that's when you start getting graded on it. The first day is to get used to it. I mean, you got to get used to me. All right, I'm not the most approachable person. I try not to be an asshole, but I guess I am. When it comes to learning on survival, though, I found the method is easier to talk with and show than bark at somebody. Most people don't like it, so we try not to. Get back in the chat here. CFP, do you have a cost in mind for basic course yet? Oh, my wife and I was talking about it. The basic course will be 3 days, 2 nights. All right. We will have a list of everything for everybody. And unfortunately, the list that I have priced myself is going to cost about $100 to $120. Depends on where you buy it at. Now, if you already have these things, awesome. I'll put links up and stuff like that on the website that you can find the items and stuff. But, you got to have a sleeping bag. You got to have a tarp. You got to have a rain poncho. You got to have the canteens, a cook pot, paracord, bank line. So there are some things, it does add up in cost. Now, the actual course itself is going to be $220 for the basic. But when we start in January, the first course is only going to be $200. Actually, I'm giving everybody a discount on the course itself. The course. So the course is going to be $200. That's for the basic. As far as the advanced course, I'm still working on that one. We're going to try out the basic first and see, the response on that and the interest in an advanced course. Unfortunately, you will need to take the basic for the advanced. If you want to try jumping into the advanced, if you think you know how to do everything, I have no problem with that. I really do recommend taking the basic first. because when it comes to advanced course, it's going to be me, my brother. We're going to be walking with however size the group it is. We haven't even decided on just how large it's going to be. And we've got several miles of hiking. And the thing on the advanced course is we start at a location and we're hiking through, and then we're stopping and you're performing tasks, you're building. I mean, it's going to be a 4-day, 3-night on the advance. And during that time, there's a lot of hiking. All right, there is. Also, another one of the big costs on the required item is going to be the compass. All right, I like the Sunto MC2. That's what I use, so I can teach basic land navigation. Now, with that, guys, it's not cheap. It's like $50, and that's the cheapest I found it. But it's a good quality compass. You can't go wrong with it. So it's entirely up to you on that. You know, if you already have a compass, that's fine. You know, go for it. If you're going to be trying to use the Lancet compass, you're going to run into issues. You really are, especially when we start navigating with maps. You're going to run into issues with that. So, I mean, if you're proficient at it and you want to give it a shot, that's fine. If you come here and you don't have the required gear, I'm not going to say get the hell out. You're already here. If you want to attempt it, more power. I'm not going to say, all right, no, you don't have the right gear, get out of here. I'm not doing that. The gear list, the required gear list, is to make it easier for you. Let's put it that way. I think that's the best way I can put it. If you come here and you don't have everything, I will have gear on hand that I can try to help cover you. But if you don't have everything, it just makes your experience harder on yourself. That's all. It's not something that you can't take the course if you don't have it. I ain't gonna be like that. If you're up my way, I'd be pretty tempted to take the course. Well, we're gonna start here in Florida. We're gonna move to Arizona. I don't know how long we're gonna be in Florida. We're watching everything with the country and everything else, guys. I'm not gonna get caught in transit or trying to start anew in another state with everything going off and be screwed. You know, I'm secured where I'm at right now. When I see the opportunity, we'll move to Arizona. When we get to Arizona, I don't have land in Arizona that I have access to yet. I have places that we can do desert training and stuff. I got a couple of friends there that do have property. I'm in negotiation with them about, hey, what do you think? They want to see how everything goes here with this first before they're like, yeah, I want 20 people on my property. You know, that type of stuff. As far as working with state land, stuff like that, I have to get permitted through, and it's doable, but you got to get permitted. I mean, guides do it all the time, and we're actually going to be a guide business, so I just have to get the permits and stuff, and make sure all the paperwork's correct, if you know what I mean. Nobody likes tickets. At least I don't. What do you think about water bladders? Judge 7, what do you think about water bladders for backpacks? Water bladders are nice for, I've got one in my chest rig. That's really all I consider them for. It's just easy access for water because I can't boil water in it. You can't. It's plastic, whatever they're made out of, you know what I'm talking about. You can't boil water in it. You can't cook in it. So really, I mean, I've got one, but I never use it because it is, I mean, in my chest rig, I've got one because that way I have hydration and I don't have to worry about lugging around canteens and stuff. But it's more for a tactical option. I should say that. It's more, to me, it's more of a tactical option. Put it in a chest rig on the back so you don't have to worry about all that crap. You got mag pouches and everything else ready to rock and roll in another scenario. So you're not fighting any canteens. But you can't boil water with it. So I don't ever use mine. I don't. It's still in my chest rig. I don't even use it. Turkeys walk around in the wild in my town. Weird to see them in Severed City, Shastina. Yeah, when I was heading out to Ohio, I was on the Greyhound there, and right when I got close to Jackson, turkeys everywhere beside the freeway. I'm on the interstate there. It's freaking crazy. Kit Carlson, good to see you. Hello, hope you enjoy your weekend outdoors. I am. Scrolling through here. I have black bears that likes to visit the Honeyman next property over. Excuse me. Scrolling through here, guys. Gonna ask what kind of brand canteen is this? I want one that can be used to boil. Deputy, I do not know yet my order. Oh, there it is. Goatland. Goetland. I know this is probably going to be backwards on the screen. I'm sorry. So let me go ahead and redo that. It is Goetland. That's the brand. I can't remember it. I know it's on my order list. You know, I keep records of everything I order and stuff. I have to actually look at it, but that's it. And that's a 1.2 liter. All right, scrolling through here. Western North Carolina here. Awesome. I don't like the cold, not gonna lie. Milkmaid. Me personally, I like the cold better. I can always stay warm. Every state I've lived in with snow and stuff, you know, it sucks having to work out in the snow. Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have cold weather than heat. That heat just zaps it out of you. I mean, it just makes it miserable. Also with the cold weather, less snakes. Actually, most of the time, I don't have any problems with snakes during the cold weather. Springtime and summertime, that's usually the worst time with snakes. We got poisonous snakes down here. We got rattlesnakes. We got water moccasins. We got copperheads, cottonmouth. You know, we got water snakes. I mean, we're out here in the woods. No kidding. Wintertime, like right now, no mosquitoes. Usually I get tore up by mosquitoes. You will be allowed to take bug spray. You will be. I have no problem with you carrying bug spray. Maybe in the advanced course, we'll probably go over how to make your own bug shield and stuff like that. But the basic course, you want to bring bug spray, I fully recommend bringing stuff. I've never had any problem with ticks, but I don't ever have problem with ticks. I don't know, maybe they just don't like me. But I recommend getting bug spray that's good against ticks and mosquitoes. The main thing down here, skeeters. During the summertime, they will eat you alive. Same with the sand gnats. Sand gnats near the riverbeds and stuff with the river mud and everything. Yeah, those things are rough. So bug spray is definitely, I recommend bringing. I have no problem with that. Does anyone know if he's just doing the course in Florida? No, it's not just going to be Florida, but this is the issue I have. Since I'm here and my license is here and also my liability insurance is here, I can. When I move, we're going to redo everything. I'm pretty sure I can transfer my license, my LLC, to the new state without taking any type of hit. I might have to pay for a refiling. But when I go to the new state, I've got to change my liability insurance to that state. So when I do that, then we'll start operating in that state. And when we get to Wyoming, we'll do the same. As far as trying to set up locations and I just schedule something and, you know, then I just meet everybody there and we go take a course. I don't know exactly how to do that yet. I do know it's a lot with the liability insurance and with the licensing. I can't be operating in a different state, offering a guide service while I'm licensed in a different state, from my understanding. There is ways around that, but I'd have to change my actual LLC to something else. And I just don't know. I know about LLCs, and that's what I went with. So there's more to it. I'm just trying to make sure I cover my butt all across the board. That's all. All right, scrolling through here. All right, I have the artist tarp. I got 5 of them. Cool. Yeah, I do like this tarp. I just got it. I want to test it out because I usually use the UTS or UTO You see it at Walmart all the time. That brand of matches and stuff like that, like the storm matches. My buddy Ryan, I'm actually going to be working with Ryan on making the list up for people because he offers a bunch of them, and I also support my friends and their companies and stuff like that. And then I'll have the Amazon links for you too, which makes it, you can kind of go between the two. And like I said, if you got it and you want to go buy it somewhere else, I have no problem with that, as long as you come with the appropriate gear. That's the main thing. And the thing is, it makes it easier on yourself during the basic. I was going to do it where you could bring a tent the first night, but because of all the hiking, I just don't want you to be loaded down with too much crap, to be honest. It's just easier to show you how you do the shelters, and we use the shelters. I mean, it's only 2 nights you're actually in these things. So the third day is where we're packing up and we're doing walkouts and stuff like that. So, it's I just don't want to overload you with too much gear. Howdy from Texas, Steel Rods. Good to see you. Sweet tea, how are you doing? How I was still babysitting. 10-year-old girls never stop talking. Apparently neither do I. Alright, scrolling through here, guys. Anarchy Television, CPO would love to come out with you on one of those weekends to get really boring when I'm camping by myself. Anarchy. Yeah, I get what you're saying there, Anarchy, about seem like I'll always camp by myself. Not that I don't like people. It's just I'm always outdoors, and I love doing outdoor stuff by myself. I can understand where it would be boring if you do it all the time. I mean, there's times that I get bored too. Usually, if I'm not purifying water or collecting firewood, because that is a huge thing. And by the way, get ready to collect firewood when you show up. I'm going to show you what to do on that, because there's actually certain steps you need to be looking at when you're doing firewood. Show you how to classify things down. I know it sounds basic. I know it is basic, but knowing how to do this basic stuff actually helps you out in the long run. That's how I have success outdoors, because I take the basics. It's branded in me, and as long as my basics are covered, then I can play around with other ideas on things. We do have yellow jackets out here. Unfortunately, this is Florida. So if you are allergic to bees, carry appropriate stuff. Um, you know, if you're allergic to bees, whatever it is that you need, EpiPens or whatever, because there are yellow jackets. I mean, it's just the wild. This is this is wild, guys. I mean, there's nothing out here except for me, and animals and rivers and trees and palmettos. So, yeah, there are bees out here, so make sure you have that appropriate medical stuff if you need it. But yeah, Anarchy, I get what you're talking about, man. I mean, there's times, like right now, since I started doing YouTube, I don't trail and, they see our camp. Hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, can I hang out with y'all? Y'all got beer? Um, you know, so I'm always talking to the camera. So I'm sure if someone was to walk by, if I was near the trail, they'd be like, what's wrong with this guy? He's out there in the woods talking to himself. Do I talk to myself? I do. I have full-blown conversations with myself sometimes. Sometimes I have full-blown arguments. Shastina, my compass needs replaced. What's on the gear list? Anarchy, I am still working on the gear list. As part of what I'm doing out here, I'm writing down the gears that I'm using, and I want you to be able to have too. That gear list will be posted on our new website after we get it all set up. So that's why I'm out here filming everything, getting everything, showing exactly what you need, exactly what we're going to be doing, and then all those links and stuff will be posted on that new website. And the new website is not up yet, but I do have the domain name purchased, and that is survivallivingguide.com. So that's going to be the new website, guys. It's not up yet, so it takes, I'm a one-man operation. For the ones, I do want to address something that's been contacting me and upset with me because I'm not returning phone calls, or, they think that I've been ignoring them. I've been super busy, okay? I run a YouTube channel by myself. We got 25,000 subscribers. It's a big community. I'm the only person doing all the comments. I am the only person answering all the emails. I am the only person dealing with all my affiliate programs. I'm also the only person dealing with all the social media attachments for it. I'm also the only person that's working on the old website and also the new design for the new website. I am the only person helping my wife's channel out. I'm also the person that helps my brother when he asks for help on his channel. And then I'm out here filming. Right now, I've been busy trying to get my insurance and everything lined up for this business. I'm out here clearing land by myself, filming by myself. I'm pretty freaking busy. When I went to the Pathfinder course, I took that course, Greyhound all the way up there, Greyhound all the way back. 4 to 5 days later, I'm right back out in the woods. I've been out in the woods, what? This is the third time, I think, since I've been back from Pathfinder in September. Yeah, I don't have much time. So my apologies if anybody feels like they are not being talked to or whatever the feeling is. I am very busy. I always try to make sure I comment, leave a, something. I've got backlogs of emails that I still haven't even been able to get to because I am constantly working. But to come at me sideways and say, well, you showed your true colors, because I haven't had time to drop everything. No. All right, just back off. That's just rude. All right, scrolling through here, guys. Arizona, heck yeah, I can attend moving to Arizona, Fountain Hills, Shastina. So yeah, we're not really sure where we're going to be moving at there in Arizona. I used to live in Mesa, and I was south of Tucson there for a while. I would like to see about Sedona's, but last time I was camping out in Sedona, they had the fire ban and stuff like that. It's no fun doing a survival course if there's a fire ban going on. I mean, that kind of sucks. That's the whole point of being outdoors, so you can have a fire, right? All right. Never skip the basic course. You won't to miss anything. I've been a trapper for 45 years, and I still take basic trapping courses. Mike Flick. Yeah, I do recommend taking the basic before you jump into the advance I'm going to make. The advance is going to be hard. It is. Sorry, guys. I got to reheat up my coffee. I can't stand cold coffee. Also, these things are freaking nice. I had to buy this separate, though. It didn't come with my Canteen kit. It makes it so much easier when you're heating up water. It's vented and everything. It saves you on your fuel if you're using propane and stuff like that. And if you got your nesting cup in a fire, it keeps all those ashes and stuff from falling down in it. So I had to buy that separate. It wasn't with my kit when I purchased it. There are some kits out there that has the nesting cup, the canteen, the lid, all that stuff. But mine didn't. How to deal with noise water makes in a metal canteen. I know, full canteen. I've never had an issue with the water, because usually I didn't bring it with me on this trip, because this is what I carry my canteen in. The one I always have one in my pack, but this is my drop down leg pouch that straps to the side of my leg. And when it's in here, it's really, once everything's secured, it doesn't make any noise. So that's what I do. Don't worry, you don't have to have this. This is just something I got a while back, and I loved it because I have a dump pouch and stuff like that. But when I saw this, I liked it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go check that out. So I had bought that, and that's what I strap on the side of my leg. So I always have my canteen easy access. Oh, the reason why I wasn't making noise because it was empty. Well, that wasn't a good example now, was it? Right now, though, I've got my Sawyer because I went out, got water and stuff. I'm chemically treating over there at the Sawyer camp, and then I'll be filtering that water out. But since I want a coffee on hand, you know, it's just easier just to do it like this. So I do like the Sawyer. Now, this is what we're running into, guys. I know I'm behind in the chat, but I'll try to get into the chat here in a second while I'm doing this. I know some people are allergic to iodine, all right? So I use iodine tablets when I chemically treat water, all right? And then what I do, I run it through a filtration system just to help, you know, get all debris out and stuff like that. For people that are allergic to iodine, what you need to do is notify me that, because what we're going to have to do is you're going to either hook you up with one of these and you're just going to be using this out here, or we're going to be running nothing but the iodine free. We'll make a camp filter over there which is iodine free. That way you don't have to worry about that. I've been using Sawyers for a very long time and I've never gotten sick. Sawyer works good against bacteria. We don't have any viruses and stuff like that in this water. This river system is spring fed, multiple spring fed, but bacteria. So that's why we use Sawyers. So if you have an iodine issue, you'll be using a Sawyer. Or if you decide that you want your own personal filter of whatever it is that you prefer to have, hey, you can bring it on the basic, no problem at all. Remember, I'm going to be teaching how to boil your own water and stuff like that. So you can be doing that too while you're here, while I'm filling this up. So let me check the chat right fast, guys. But I did take in consideration, I know people are allergic to the iodine. Some people have problems with it. So I didn't want to make anybody sick or anything. So we'll be using filtration systems too. So if that's an issue. CP, I hope you don't make yourself any worse. Many prayers. Cindy, CP, I hope you don't make yourself any worse. I'm not quite sure what you mean on that. Must be missing something. I'm good out here. All right, scrolling through here. Nicole, Double D, good to see you. How you doing, my friend? Need bug spray up here in Canada. I am so sorry, guys. I know I'm way behind. I'm trying to get caught up. Any thought of a possible coast-to-coast survival hike that teaches people along the way techniques? Stays for the trip. No, I haven't ever thought about a coast-to-coast type of trip. Like I said, the issue I have is running a business and going from state to state is the liability insurance. Each state has a different liability, all right, because I'm taking people out to the woods. So I have to have insurance to cover in case something happens. Sure, I could try doing it without it, but in today's society, guys, I know things happen outdoors all the time. Let's take an example. The last course I just took up there in Ohio. A lot of people tapped out. Some got sick. They just got exhausted, heat exhaustion. Some had actually cut themselves with their knives, split themselves open. Yeah, there's dangers, and most of it's for not paying attention or not being used to something. So, yeah, I do have to make sure I have insurance covering me. So going from state to state is an issue. Like I said, that's the plan I've got with it right now. I'm just going through, trying to figure out how to do everything correctly without screwing up and causing any issues, you know. That's the last thing I want to do. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get all this water out of this bladder bag here. We're going to love these Sawyers. I've got, so I just pour it all in here. This hasn't been treated as far as chemical treated. That's just running through the Sawyer. That's what I'm making my coffee with. So, that is hot. That's too hot. Did I turn that stove off? Yeah. Watch me burn my mouth. Yeah. That's hot. Which is freaking awesome. I don't like cold coffee. All right. See here. Can do a job on you. No CMs. Yes, yes. Bodger dog. Yes. No CMs. We got those down here. When I worked in the shipyard out here, Panama City. Well, it's not right in Panama City, but it worked for two different shipyards out here. One's Marine Inland, that was off of like going to Southport, and the other one was East. Those no CMs will chew you up. God, their things are horrible. Found out the hard way copperheads can be aggressive. Oh yes, yes they can. But my razor back shovel eliminates the threat quietly. Yeah, steel rods. Yeah, copperheads are very aggressive. They are. All right, scrolling through here. Mosquito spray with deep works great. Farmer Son Prepping, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. All right, scrolling through. Yeah, it feels like the temperature's dropped out here again. It does it. I mean, it's, what is it? Almost November. Temperature drops. Billy Bird, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Bug Out, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you. I emailed you about someone wanting to take the class you just started. In your email, hit that up for me whenever you can. Bug Out, I will definitely be trying to get to that. Give me a couple days. I'm surprised that we're still able to get a live reception here, but I'm having problems with getting my email pulled up out here. But I would definitely go check that out, man. Your number one fan is here, Billy Bird. Definitely do appreciate it, Billy Bird. Pouring rain here. Cold coffee is nasty. Yes. Cold coffee. Ugh. I know people that can drink it. Yeah, I'm no. All right, scrolling through here. Robert Stricker, good to see you. I know a few people that's been bit by copperheads. Scrolling through here, guys. Sawyer's Rock. Yeah, I love using Sawyer. I'm allergic to iodine. Chrissy Cat. Yep. So yeah, I know some people are allergic. Sawyer, it doesn't use any iodine, anything like that. Like I'm showing you, I'm making my coffee water out of this stuff. I've used Sawyer for many years. It works good against bacteria. We got our system here, the water system here is fed by springs, so I'm not worried about viruses or anything like that. I've been camping in this location for, what, a year now? 2 years? Something like that. I've not had any issue. But, that way, whoever's going to be taking the course, they just let me know, and I can make sure that we got different filtration for you. Let's see here. Turpentine. I've never done that. I've never seen that before. Interesting. I have a Sawyer also for camp, but I use Grail while out scouting. Yeah, so we use the Sawyer camp filter. Let me see if I can spin the camera around, guys. Oh, I gotta stretch my leg anyway. So that is, I don't even know if they even picked up. We're chemically treating in that one. But since I'm out here by myself, I just grabbed one. They got the 2 gallons and stuff like that. We got a couple of those on hand. I mean, 100,000 gallons, you can't go wrong. What we'll do, we'll set one up that's chemically treated, and then we'll have another one that's not. That way, if there's anybody with issues on iodine, we can bypass it. All right, chilly here in Alabama. Yeah, it's definitely gotten chilly out here. Do you think you'll be discussing foraging in any of your courses? Northwest Florida skunk ape. No, we're not. We're not going to be getting into any type of foraging or anything like that. I do know that the last course I took, you guys are at Pathfinder School, they are going to be doing some foraging and stuff like that up there. So, class on that, definitely check them out, guys. I mean, things that their ideas that they're coming up with. I mean, they make their own knives and stuff up there. Freaking awesome. We're not going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing survival, basic survival. I'm not a bushcraft guy. There's some things that people would say is bushcraft. I look at it as just survival methods. So I'm not a go-to bushcrafter or anything else like that. There's some things that I do that would be considered bushcraft. I consider it looking at a situation and making something happen. So my course is really survival. Bit by a moccasin. JT, good to see you. Scrolling through here, guys. Led Zepp Girl, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? All right, scrolling through. Black coffee all day, every day? Yes. Yeah. That's how I drink mine. New to your channel, Southern Indiana here, Handy Prepper. Well, definitely appreciate you joining us over here, and welcome to our community. All right, guys, I'm scrolling through, trying to scroll through. Did I get caught up? No. I did get caught up. Holy crap. I never get caught up. So if I miss some of his comment, sorry, guys. Not trying to talk and scroll and everything else all at the same time. Sometimes it's difficult for me. All right. So what I've got to do, filming to do today. Pathfinder has a great school, absolutely. I went through their scout program, their scout class. I got patched through them. Friggin' awesome guys there. The instructors there, the schools there. They're freaking awesome. I definitely highly recommend checking them out if you ever have the time. They got a great school. They really do. I've got nothing bad to say about them at all. Making more coffee. It's cold. I want more coffee, damn it. All right, scrolling through here. All right, so I am caught up. All right, guys, so if you got any more questions or anything, hit me up on this. Like I said, I've got some more filming and stuff to go do, so good times. It's not just hanging out in the woods. I'm always doing something. Just like I was, first thing this morning, I was out there collecting water. I'm out there filming that. You know, I'm half asleep doing that too. But I didn't want to have to go back and redo it and all that stuff since I was already heading that way to go get water this morning. Drag the camera out there with me. So, you know, I'm enjoying myself out here. I am. You know, there's a lot of stuff out here that some people might not understand why you go out to the woods. It's peaceful for me. It is. I like being out here. Oh, it's peaceful until the coyotes start raising hell. Then it's no longer peaceful. Those things are just so freaking loud. They are. I'm not worried about coyotes running in on me or anything like that. They'll have a very bad day. I have a very sharp knife and I have a very big axe. So, yeah, I'm good on that. I've got air horns. I got bear spray. We've got I got a flare gun. Of course, I got a flare gun. Are you kidding me? What else I got? Air horn, bear spray. Oh, yeah, the those bear bangers, those things there, dude. I was taking a look at that. Those things are like $70, $70 a piece. We're going with the air horn. Yeah, those bear bangers are freaking expensive as can be. I don't know. Between a flare gun, air horns, and bear spray, I think we're good. I think we got everything covered. Back to work on piggy pins. All right, guys, so I'm going to get this thing wrapped up. Like I said, I got some more stuff I've got to do today. I want to take the time and talk to you guys. The website will be up second week of November or the end of November. I've only bought the channel name so far. I still have to get it all designed and everything else, but that's why we're out here. I wanted to get some good high quality photos and videos and stuff to put on it. So it just makes it easier, you know, looks a little bit more professional. Maybe I should quit wearing my dumb hat if I want to look professional. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have a blast. See, I leave, I'm here till Monday. Monday, I'm walking out. So I'm here today and tomorrow. Got a couple more days, a couple more filming to do. So yeah, good times. All right, guys. Talk to you later.